That looks good. My camera's on. Exit host mode. 399 views. That's almost like 500 views. I got my fortune cookie. All right, Batman. Let's not have issues. I'm gonna eat the loudest snack that I can find. 87%. That's a good percent. Checking that out. Watcher in the wings. We're going to be getting another 20% of that here soon. 45%. We'll clear that up pretty quickly. Pretty great. It's a beautiful Bat-Moan day. Cheers to Andrew Half for that. Yeah. We're gonna make our way through New Game Plus. Making our way through the world today. All right, I get to pick. Let's see. I got my yellow on. I guess I can go Sinestro Corp. Joker warning, I think. Maybe not. Maybe we don't see him yet. Man, it is a beautiful day in this neighborhood. We just entered the steel mill.
Alfred, I need to find a route into the Sionis steel mill.
Have you tried the front
Oh, we had.
door, sir? It was...
This moment blew my mind the first time. It was so cool. Yeah. So this is New Game Plus. Welcome to my first two viewers of the day. Thank you for being here. My name is David Moan.
The steam from the furnace will boil me alive. I need to cool down the coals somehow.
I am going for 100% on Arkham. On the Arkhamverse. We are about halfway through Arkham City. 100%. Although I realized yesterday that we will not be done until January 1st, 2022. As the final achievement will be to talk to Calendar Man. 12 different holidays. We got Valentine's Day yesterday. Need to get that.
Yeah, Joker wants you to think he's sick. Then wham! Gotcha!
I don't know, man.
I promised you some entertainment, right, boys?
Grr.
I did my best. Well, you should have tried hard.
Ah! I walked into the fire because it's a great Monday morning.
Help me! Change of plan. Take her to the smelting chamber. Mr. J wants this one to suffer a little longer.
You're coming with us.
Okay, the rest of you idiots get out of here. You know what you've got to do. Go get the snowman and bring him back here right now. He's gonna pay for screwing over Mr. J. I need him back here like yesterday.
All right. Now for New Game Plus, the challenges are more difficult. We start right away with more difficult enemies. There are no counter tokens or icons.
Get blown to pieces in Mr. J's lovely trap. Don't let him get away again, boys. There's no place to hide, B-Man. My boys will find you and beat the living crap out of you.
That was a pain in the butt. Hey.
Gonna rip you apart! We'll make sure this hurts you bad.
I hope my boys hurt you real bad.
It's been a while. There we go. We got there.
What the hell are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead! Well, there's no way you're getting to Mr. J. We're safe and sound up here. You can just stay down there and burn!
Alfred, Joker's holed up in the manager's office in the steel mill.
I'm sure you'll find a way, sir.
Of course I will. Some of his goons dragged a doctor away. I'm going to find her first, then deal with Joker.
Let me see. Does this work?
I don't have time for this.
Oh, that's silly. So perhaps the nicest thing about New Game Plus, which I will continue to mention, is the fact that I don't have to get the Riddler trophies again. This is a cool detail.
No one's gonna
There's a guy in that window now.
Sounds in this run.
Scared, exactly, but, well, he broke 3 of my ribs back at the asylum, and my arm 6 months
No one
ago.
can hear him,
Better make sure he don't come
and
too
yet
close.
they decided to put
Said the gun
him in here
seen him in action.
for New Game Plus.
I'm gonna teach him not to mess with me.
Sweet. Him? That's just a Joker goon who got punched in the face. And now he's on the ground. He's not there in the easier Who dat? He's not there in the easier difficulty. And again, I don't quite know why they added him.
That last doctor was making.
I like it when they scream like that.
But
Me too.
Please, don't do it again!
it's fun to get to punch him in the face.
Harley wants you to hurt for not fixing the joke.
Who's screaming?
It's pretty upsetting.
How's Charles doing? Is he being good?
Don't let him get in. You take the door.
There's someone stuck up here. There.
Shoot.
Shut it, Doc.
Yeah, and I'll blow your face off.
I'm coming this way.
Sounds like something's gonna save you.
Please, help me!
Shut it, bitch! You're my ticket out of here!
Another one down over here.
Oh, he's such a sweetie. I got two in there?
Oh no.
Great.
You too? Oh God.
Oh, you meant the guy didn't put up a good fight. No, not even a little bit.
Quiet out there.
Not at all.
Stay here. I'll go check it out.
Huh? Huh? Don't hurt me!
goats.
Get me out of this thing.
How do you think poor Mr. J is gonna get better, you idiot?
How are you this lovely Monday?
What's wrong with these people? That crazy woman thinks I can fix the Joker.
What's wrong with him?
There's something in his blood. Some kind of toxin. It's killing him. He blames something called Titan.
Titan?
Yeah. Do you know what he's talking about?
I thought you
He
might
kept going on
appreciate
about
that.
his last laugh.
Doc. Isn't that information supposed to be confidential?
What's happening? How does she know what we're saying?
Get that door sealed up nice and tight, boys. We don't want that varmint escaping, do we?
At least they won't be getting...
Sweet.
We're safe.
She may put it out there, but Charles is
Wait
Monica
here, Doc.
from the stream the other day.
What the hell are you doing?
I need to get out of here. Someone needs to stop Joker. Stay here. You'll be safe.
You sure?
If you hear anyone coming, hide. I'll be back.
Wait. This shows my lack of knowledge. What is Family Day? Is Family Day a Canadian holiday? Tap tap tap. Yes. Yep. Yeah, because here.
It's not a plan. It's a suicide note.
Is today President's Day?
The door's welded shut, and he's
I don't know.
just
If it's not a holiday that the calendar man cares about,
Okay.
I don't care either.
Protocol 10 will commence in 9 hours.
We've got a couple minutes, but we do have a Joker warning coming up. Oh, interesting. It's okay. For the past 4 years, we didn't celebrate President's Day. I shouldn't say that on my stream. I do feel that way, but not everybody.
Too slow, you big ugly bat! What's wrong with you, man? You come into Mr. J's home and start smashing it to pieces. Don't you know he's sick? Surprise, B-Man! Meet Mr. Hammer. He's
Yeah.
gonna teach you some manners.
All right. So this gets a little harder to do effectively, because we don't have the counter icons. Ah! There we go. The more I've been playing this game, the more excited I get about a hitless run.
This is gonna hurt, Bat Freak.
It would take a lot of. What's that now?
If he gets up,
That was
I'm
super
gonna
weird.
knock you boys down permanently.
This
It would
is
be
going to
difficult
hurt.
on New Game Plus or hard.
This is where you're gonna die.
I hope my boys
Ugh.
hurt you real bad.
Wrong combo. Yeah, I appreciate that, and you know, not that I'm necessarily Joker warning, that I am a public figure necessarily, but you know, being in theater and the arts,
You!
Get out of my way, Quinn.
I try not to abuse the platform, but some things we can't stay silent
Just
about.
leave me with him.
I said move!
This is all your fault! You hounded him
I was
for
learning about
years.
one of your politicians the
It's
other day.
your fault. And for what?
Somebody in Parliament.
Why are you so
He's a young
mean?
guy. Apparently he and AOC were streaming on Twitch together, which I thought was kind of a cool thing. What an age we live in.
fell for the old fake Joker gag, Batman.
Batter up!
All right. The second Catwoman.
Sounds like the detective will be busy with the Joker for a while. Good. Gives this kitten some time to play. So what next? Help tall, brooding, and handsome? Or help myself do all the loot Professor Strange has locked up?
I didn't know that you worked in broadcasting. That's
I
very
know.
awesome.
Difficult choice,
What
right?
aspect do you work in?
What will it be? Find Croc and have him rip a hole into the vault? Ask Penguin for some explosives?
Yeah.
Not my
Yep.
style. I
Well,
always
I
prefer
like-
a woman's touch in these situations. Stay where you are, Ivy.
I don't know.
I'm coming to get you.
FDR used the radio?
I need to get my kit from my apartment. No way I can face Ivy without my things. I'd be
Like,
naked.
that was new? There's, you know, argument that part of the reason JFK got elected was because of the television. It's just using the technology of the era. Now, it can't be the only, like... I would hate for, you know, like, any politician to use Twitch as the platform that they communicate all of their policy, which is perhaps an issue that we have had in the recent past. Utilizing modern methodologies that aren't quite appropriate. God, I'm trying to be non-offensive, but I think it's important that, you know, we use what we have to engage as many people as we can. One of my favorite articles, what was the title? It was a Tumblr post, but somebody wrote after AOC was elected, they were like, do we need more millennials in Congress? Should there be more millennials in Congress? And the response was just, well, my understanding of the flow of time makes this a very weird question. I might be paraphrasing poorly, but the sentiment is there. That's so cool! Right now, Monica is studying, is going back to school to get her degree in
Well, what do we have
broadcast
here?
journalism.
Weird out-of-place plants, check. Mindless hypnotized henchmen, check. The oh-so-subtle odor of rotting pumpkins, check. Looks like I've found the entrance to Ivy's lair.
Where is he? Oh, went down the stairs.
What the? Catwoman's over here!
Crap.
She's dead!
Well, that shouldn't have happened.
You shouldn't have come here, Selina.
Oh, yeah, you just missed it. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to think that we might have another year of students who will graduate
Get my kit from my apartment.
not at like a
No
graduation.
way I can face Ivy
Not
without
that
friends. I'd be naked without them.
graduation itself is the be all end all. The completion is good, but not having to go through online learning, having all that change. But congratulations. That also makes me feel old. So I graduated 10 years before you? Oh no.
Joker's still in town?
Yeah, I realized
What the hell
I'm
is
getting
she doing
awfully
here?
close to being 20 years out of high school, which is okay. I don't miss high school.
So, do you really think Batman blew up the church?
All right, let's not get shot.
This one in. Next thing, it's on fire.
It doesn't sound like the kind of thing the Bat would do. Maybe it was a
But feel free, any of my subscribers out there, you can throw that and now you're dead.
and then the Joker blows it up.
I deserve it. It hurts more in this game. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, good. Then I don't feel as bad. A 5 or 6 week strike, like a teacher strike?
What was that?
Once I'm done here, I need to finish making a worksheet for my Italian diction students. Just have to format it.
Huh?
Yeah, that's another milestone. I realized I have been teaching for 11 years. I was lucky enough to get to start teaching at the college level early as an adjunct professor because I was young and cheap. It's amazing when you pay attention what you can accomplish in this game.
It's probably not the wisest move to go up against Ivy without the rest of my kit.
Oh, lordy. Oh, no. Well, that's fine. I got ahead of myself. We in the business call that a mistake. I was just so excited to see Poison Ivy.
Well, how are we supposed to find out where she lives anyway?
Two-Face said she lives somewhere near.
So what? How does he know?
How am I supposed to know? I don't question the ball.
Who let Catwoman in here?
Out. Still getting used to Catwoman. Oh! That's a great way to do that.
It's good to be home.
I say this having what some might argue is wasted a pandemic, but
Okay, Selena.
it just feels like
time
if
to
you
find
can
Ivy.
get ahead,
Let's
might as
hope
well
she's
utilize the
forgiven me.
time.
Of course she has. She wouldn't hold a grudge.
The perimeter wall is out of bounds to all residents of Arkham City.
What the hell is she doing here? She's too scared to face me.
There we go. Run, run, run. Can't catch me. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. A theater friend of mine, I think it's going around the internet, but posted something on her page about, like, we need to normalize starting new passions and projects in our 30s and, like, finding happiness in your 40s. I hope that becomes a thing where, like, everybody can have their own timeline. And the systems of you graduate high school and then you go to college and then you get some sort of higher degree.
You shouldn't have come here.
Oh, come on. You're not seriously going to hold that against me forever, are you?
You killed them all.
They were just flowers, Ivy. I'll buy you some new ones. I know a place that...
We've been pretty quickly through this. The freeze fight coming up does make me nervous.
Come on, Red. Can't we just...
It's hard.
Oh, for the love of...
Because there are some attacks... I think you have to use 8 different attacks.
Hey, Pammy, here's an idea. If you want a boyfriend, how about trying the dating route? Beats this voodoo crap. You done, Red?
Yeah, absolutely.
Weeks perfecting the toxins that will destroy your pathetic meat sack of a body.
Yep, there
A billion microorganisms will enter your bloodstream.
There were, like, it's one of those that, like, there are paths that are tried and true.
And when I'm done, your flesh will be
But they are not the only methods to get there.
Do you really think
I remember when my ex-wife
Mother Nature
went to grad school.
Are we done yet, Ivy? I just want to talk, that's all.
There goes Cookie. I love your name. Thanks for the follow.
Swear to me.
can't outrun nature, Selena? My spores will fill your lungs and
I thought about doing a channel, what is it, channel points for talking like Batman. Just like, I don't think my voice can take it. And my Adam West impression isn't good enough. It'll get there. Ouch. But how are you, Cookie? If I can call you Cookie. Oh, that's not a bad idea.
I just need your help.
I'll say whatever. I'll say whatever comment. Most any comment in my Batman voice. That's a great one. I might have to add that.
nerve, Selena.
Thanks for being here. Whatever the hell you want. Welcome to the chat. We're Batmaning it up. Joker warning.
Get back here.
And I want to know who he is.
That's fair. That is very
No
fair.
one's who you think they are, my dear. Why spoil the fun?
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say. But you of all people should know there's plenty wrong.
Plenty wrong with me.
Take my blood, for
Look
example.
at that chin.
I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me.
Why should I care?
Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in
As
you
an
too.
80s wrestler. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no kidding.
Don't tell me
Like
it's
one of
not
your
what
own
you always
creation?
wanted.
Like something that you've come up with? Or
Look, we're running out
like
of
your
time.
interpretation of a villain?
With your help,
Either way,
nearly
I
had
love
a
it.
Cure. It was so close, and then it was taken from me.
So we both die.
Sweet.
I'm fine with that.
Don't feel like you have to put too many
Imagine
details. I know,
sitting
like,
on that last
intellectual
breath knowing
property
the
being what it
Gotham
is.
doing the same.
But I love
What are you
that.
talking about?
Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city.
So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more.
Protocol 10? Never heard of
Never
it.
heard of it. Mark Hamill. Oh,
I'll be in touch!
ooh. Oh, I like it.
I'm listening.
That's very cool.
A little down?
What do you want?
Oh, Bat, cheer up. It won't kill you. Oops.
We need more like Harley Quinn.
Where is the cure? Who has it?
I had our cold-hearted friend Mr. Freeze making it, but he's gone dark on me.
I'll find him.
I bet you.
Have you named her yet? Oh, I just meant strong, smart
Alfred,
women
Joker's poisoned me.
who are
He
also a
may
little
have poisoned
messed up.
Gotham too. Mr. Freeze has the only cure.
What are you waiting for then? He's in Arkham City. Find him.
Ooh, I'd love
If
that.
only it was that simple. He'll be somewhere cold. He needs to be kept at sub-zero temperatures to survive.
I don't wish to worry you, but it is the middle of winter out there.
I noticed. I've calibrated the cowl to track
Cookie,
heat
that's cool.
signatures. I'll find the coldest point in Arkham City.
Yeah, I think Heath Ledger, like I love his Joker, specifically how it fits into the Nolanverse. Like he is the perfect, he is the perfect Joker for the world Nolan
Freeze's
created.
lab must be this way. I'm definitely heading
I
for
think
the coldest point.
Mark Hamill is the Joker of the Batman universe. Like, it is kind of Joker as Joker is intended to be. Yeah, Mark Hamill just unreal.
The next thing you know is we'll be exchanging emails or
And
meeting up
he's...
for romantic.
Okay, I'm gonna show you all how to do this. I already have the achievement, but this is an achievement called Catch. What? Why didn't you catch it? He's supposed to catch it. Let me see if I just have to be over here. In Asylum, you had to catch your own Batarang. In this, yeah, there we go. So that would get you an achievement. I already have it, but I just wanted to show you. Yeah. Yeah, the like the nihilistic humor, where it truly is like sadistic joy.
I'm telling you it's all true. The Joker's dying in there. This is our last chance to show all the other freaks in this place who's the real boss of Arkham
Double
City.
check.
I'm ready to go out there and kick some penguin ass. Me too.
And hearing him talk about how he was cast, I feel like I might have told this, mentioned this on here before, but when he went into audition, he was originally cast as somebody else. In fact, if you,
I'm not happy about this. Me neither.
What's the episode?
Joker really is dying. I still don't believe it.
Is it Heart of Ice?
Harley Quinn will take over. But she's crazy.
Yeah, because he plays Frank
So is the
Bowles.
Joker. Hey, at least he's funny. Till he kills you. Okay.
The guy who essentially creates Mr. Freeze. And then Tim Curry was the original Joker, but he was the voice of Hook on a Peter Pan cartoon.
What's going
I'm
on
like,
in this place?
your Joker is really close to.
If anyone can hear this,
Is really.
I'm on the roof of the old
I know. Is really close to your Captain Hook, so they recast him. So Mark Hamill got asked to read for Joker. And Mark Hamill was like, I went in. They would never cast
There's someone after me.
Luke
trying
Skywalker
to
as
kill
the
me.
Joker. I mean,
I think he
he's,
works for
you know,
Strange.
the nicest boy in
Bastard.
the universe.
Has me working on his damn tower for 6 months. And no sooner is it all operational, he has me thrown in here.
What were you working on?
There are a number of signal relay
Like,
points around the top
like
of the tower.
Enchantress style Shadow Darkness, or... I'm very interested in that. I would love to hear the Tim Curry clips too. I don't know if they exist. Oops. I feel like I have all of the animated series on DVD.
The bullet hit here.
I almost bought the Blu-ray, the updated HD, because it's beautiful and it came with a cool Funko Pop. And I love those stupid Funko Pops so much. I'm thinking of starting an Amazon wish list so that I can put some equipment on there. It would also be something that I could send to family for holidays. But I kind of want to put all the Arkham Funko Pops on there too. Because how cool would that be? Ooh.
Alfred, take a look at the image that's just
Ooh, I
uploaded
like
to the
this
back computer.
idea.
Is that what I think it is, Master Bruce?
Do you have a
It is. Deadshot is in Arkham
are
City.
you on any of the like the publishing
seems unlikely,
websites?
but I'm not ruling
The only
anything out.
one that I can think of is what is it?
So it's the world's greatest detective versus the world's deadliest assassin.
I can't think of
Who's
it.
going to win?
But are you on any
No, I
sites
am.
where you're gonna like post this
Send
stuff?
me the full
Okay.
database entry for Deadshot.
Well, when
I've
you
uploaded
do,
everything
please
I
come
know
back
about the
here.
victim.
I'm
I'll
going to
be in
be here
touch.
for the better part of a year, if not more, because I'm going to do the other 2 games in the Arkham series. Hopefully to 100%. The only one that I don't think I'll do is Arkham Origins, the multiplayer. Because that would... It just seems unreasonable. Unless I buy a couple copies and put some friends together.
Nah, getting caught is their problem. True.
Feels like it's cheating, but that's a possibility. Margot Robbie is 30?
What the hell happened? Don't know. Gas leak? In a church rooftop? A gas leak? No way. Must have been something to do with Holly. I told you she was up to something earlier. Why would Joker want the roof of a church blown up? It's not even funny. I heard Joker find some weird things funny. Maybe that was one of them. No way. I heard Batman was in
That makes me
here.
very
Maybe
sad.
Joker fired a missile on
Ooh, shadow chains. I gotta find a better place for this, because I just keep... Hello.
Oh no! Where have they gone?
So, like, chains,
Could it be that while you were out doing what you do, I,
Yeah.
the Riddler, snuck in and took all those poor, stupid fools?
Sweet.
Where have you taken them?
Questions, questions, Dark Knight. It's not you who needs answers here, it's me. You answer my riddles and I tell you where they are. You answer my riddles and they don't die. So, shall we begin? I'm an instrument whose music always comes from the heart. What am I?
I still think Neil Patrick Harris could do a great job as the Riddler. It's in part because this guy kind of sounds like it.
You can do it. Solve enough of my carefully constructed conundrums, and I'll tell you where the rest of my hostages are.
I love this. Is this the first character you've created? Because, like, this is super well developed already.
He may have been sentenced already.
How cool.
Don't get too comfortable, Dark Knight. All through Arkham City, deep undercover, are people working to ensure that I am informed of what the other so-called super criminals are planning.
Yep, exactly.
Right now. One of them is arranging a little welcoming committee for you outside.
Yeah, he physically could manifest it really well. I did love Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Like, I don't think he could do it now. Not because he's too old or anything, but, like, it would be a different energy, but... Oh, that's so cool! The siblings of DC villains creating their own like league. That's great. Ouch. Come on, David. Do it. All right. And just because he's always the last villain that we get, we're gonna start.
We get the word. We move towards the court and grab anyone who may know.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's just he's got a different outlook. He's evolved, and that's great.
Joker doesn't trust that melty-faced bastard.
I don't appreciate
This is just the kind of crap he
or agree with everything that he says, but there's a lot that's like, yeah, man, you're a nutter, but you're on the right track. Like, there's some good stuff. Deceptive, enigmatic tone. Ooh. Oh, I like that.
Still don't
Not
get it. Why is this guy here?
not like fully speaking in riddles, but
What's the bat doing here?
just a little more covert in her discussions. That was a question I should have lilted up at the end. Don't know what is happening today. Some of these misses. Oh. Ah, okay.
Batman!
Sweet.
Please, over here! I didn't want to do it, but he made me. He had my friend. He stuck a knife in his leg. It means it's all my fault, but he was gonna kill him.
Yeah, I was going to.
He's insane.
I was going to warn you.
The church. He said they'd all die if I didn't.
The creators of the animated series.
Blaming you.
The Riddler is only in a few episodes. I think it's 3.
He was very, very specific.
3 or 4 over the course of the entire series.
275-325.
Because writing for the Riddler was such a pain in their butt.
They sound like a radio frequency.
They were like, we're only gonna do it occasionally. It's not like the Adam West Riddler with Frank Gorshin, where we're like, the riddles didn't have to make sense.
Last. I suppose I should
Oh, that makes sense. I love
riddle
Edgar Allan
for a
Poe.
bat. Can you solve it?
Did you figure out what the numbers mean?
Yes, it's just one of Riddler's
Yeah,
games.
and I
He
mean,
gave
there's
you
a tradition
something,
of
right?
that.
Yeah, it's just a
I
box.
mean, in comic books
I
in
don't know what it
general, but
does.
in this,
I'll figure
I mean,
it
the
out.
Lewis Carroll
You should head back to
references.
the church. You'll be safer there.
can't remember when the Mad Hatter was created. Was he a 50s? I'd have to look that up. I didn't think to grab my,
Riddle me this. If you know me, you'll want to share me. But if you share me, I'll be...
What's the word I'm looking for? My encyclopedia.
Dark Knight. You did it. Like a child learning to walk for the first time, I feel I should reward this miracle
Yeah.
and give you the location of the poor, soon-to-be-dead doctor who is desperately crying out for help.
Riddler's loose
This
in
isn't
Arkham
necessarily
City.
a
He's taking the
spoiler.
guards from the church hostage.
As I recall,
Yesterday, I
he's
streamed
incarcerated since you
briefly.
led the police to his location from Arkham Island. What does he want?
Revenge. He's leaving me radio frequencies, and he gave me a device to decode his riddles. They lead to map references
Oh, yeah.
within Arkham City.
I mean, which,
I'll let you know how I get on.
like, narratively makes some sense, where it's like mania gives way to a lack of precision, a lack of intelligence. So yeah, as this persona starts to intensify, this hyper-intelligent young man loses a bit of that.
There's got to be a way out. Looks like Penguin's making his move. Joker's
Yesterday we talked a little bit about the graphic novel The Long Halloween.
the last time I saw Batman, he broke 3 of my ribs, snapped my arm, and sent me to Blackgate. So what's he doing
And
here?
the Riddler has a great moment in that. If you have not read it. Nice. Yeah. I love an intelligent villain.
No way. Since when does the Bat...
It really, like... I guess most people would agree, but when you get an intelligent villain, it just ups the possibilities. I was watching Age of Ultron, because I've been watching WandaVision, and I wanted to, see some of the early Wanda Vision storylines. It's just so... It's so great. Ultron... Like, the movie is okay. There are definitely parts of it that I'm like, who cares? But Ultron is such a great villain. Because he's intelligent, and he thinks like Tony Stark.
Over here!
Don't feel too pleased with yourself, Dark Knight. That room was one of the easy ones.
Ghost, that'll be such an interesting thing to balance. Like, making sure that...
625-925. 625-925. That's what he told me to tell you. I don't know what it means.
Yeah,
but
making
he said
sure
he'd kill
that
the others if
you...
I didn't tell you exactly what he said. Why doesn't
Yeah,
he just tell you
I
what
like
he wants?
that.
Because he's insane.
That's
You
great.
don't say.
Like Gollum style. Like, argues with herself that way. Also, comic books lend themselves beautifully to that sort of narrative structure. Obviously, Gollum, Smeagol is just one point of reference, but...
So you actually completed enough of my challenges. Was it hard? Amazing! You actually solved my riddle. I suppose a reward is due. I'm running a little game of
I
chance
don't know
you
that
may
one.
be
I'll have to look it up.
interested in playing. Here's your invitation.
You know, goats? I have no idea. Maybe it's an upper limit that we know of, but we're just not smart enough. I will have to check that out. In quarantine, I've been on a, like, movies and shows that I know there's lots of articles about that, just the comfort of returning to, like, why I would rather watch Schitt's Creek for the 20th time than try to start a new movie or series or video game. Just takes extra effort. We lose some of that comfort. But it's important. Interesting.
Roll up. It's time for my latest game.
Well, you've given us all something to look up.
Help me!
All you need to do is keep your eyes on the prize.
Oh, I love that. Sounds like a Gemini. I am a Gemini.
Keep your eyes open, Dark Knight.
I'm ashamed at how long this particular puzzle took me to do the first time I played this game.
Shall we see if you
Should
were
be
right?
simple.
What? No. How did you do
Oh, sweet!
He's crazy, Batman!
Geminis are great. And awful, because we're Geminis. Yeah, I love astrology. I also am
You're
like,
safe
yeah, it's
now,
probably
Officer
bullshit, but
Thank you. I thought I was gonna die back there.
part of my
Riddler gave
language
you a
if you don't
code,
like
right?
swearing.
Yeah.
I like to
It's
swear a lot.
860120.
I try not
he
to
said
too
something
much.
about it helping you.
It will. Stay here.
Ooh, a Virgo. I don't know a ton about Virgo. What are your defining characteristics? Well, that's weird. 60120.
Riddle me this. I have a head, a tail, but never any legs. Do you know what I am?
Yeah,
There's no way you could have solved that one,
especially in
Batman.
quarantine.
Even I could.
Just, I think the fact that
Well done, Dark Knight. Well done.
I've been by myself,
Enough of my challenges,
not for
so
all
now
of it. Monica and Kim are in my COVID bubble. We live in the same house.
But before you start to feel superior,
I swear a lot more than I used to.
bring a towel.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
You must have cheated. Consider this a warning. From here on in.
I like that. This is a good moment. I had a fortune cookie. I ate it at the beginning of stream very loudly. But the fortune was good instincts usually tell you what to do before your head has figured it out.
Why is everyone so scared of an ugly midget?
Ooh, don't like that word. Playing some of these slightly dated games, like, it looks beautiful, but then, like, the Riddler will use the R word, which is one of the banned words on my channel, because not cool. It's just like, oh, no, not even a video game. I get that he's a bad guy. But still, we don't need that. There was an SNL sketch with Dwayne Johnson that I was watching the other day, and it's the competition for the most evil invention. It's a bunch of supervillains getting together. And like, it's messed up. I get this as a trigger warning, but the first one is like a freeze ray, and there's something else that's like, oh yeah, that's pretty standard fare. And then Dwayne Johnson comes in, and he has invented a robot that does terrible things to children, and all of the villains are like, whoa, what are you thinking? And he's like, well, I thought we were supposed to invent the most evil device. I think I've accomplished that. It's just really, it's one of those that it's it crosses some lines. But also, Dwayne Johnson does a great job with his delivery. Even Joker has standards. Exactly. Yeah, although, which is a graphic novel? Is it Dark Knight Returns?
I've done it.
Where,
this is one puzzle you cannot solve. I've studied your techniques.
Where he murders a group of Boy Scouts?
This is cheating. Do you hear me? Cheating!
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, but if you get a chance, look up SNL. Come on now. Dwayne Johnson. Like the evil invention. Yes. An ego bigger than Gotham, I love it.
Is it all getting to you? Is the pressure too great? Then give up and admit I have beaten you.
I'm very excited. I don't think he's here this morning.
You're okay now.
But Dustin D. Miller,
He did. Oh no.
who's a follower
What
and a
was
friend
it?
of mine,
It's important. You need to remember them.
Yes,
he
it
designed
was
my
606 by
emote,
120.
my subscriber
you need to rest
emote,
here and then make your way back to the
and
church
I
if
commissioned
you feel
him
up
to
it.
make a
I need to go after Riddler.
to make another for my channel points, because I want to call them Batcoins instead of Bitcoins. Very creative, I know. I'm super excited. He's hopefully finishing it in the next couple days, and then I'll get it loaded. So you should see a new little symbol down there in the bottom of the chat in a couple days. Oh, the NES Batman is absurd. It's so hard. I mean, all of those, so many of those NES games are just so difficult. I would love to maybe, if I can ever afford a gaming computer, maybe I'll get an emulator or something so that I can play through all of the old Bat games after I get through the Arkham first. Yeah, the NES Batman, the 89 tie-in game, super hard. It's great, wonderful, wonderful music, especially for an 8-bit game. The Adventures of Batman and Robin on, what do I have, the Sega Genesis? I think it also came out for the Super Nintendo. Another not easy game. Oh, I love it.
So cold.
Just addicted to candy. Yeah. I don't think I had the patience to beat the first level on the NES game. Maybe I should do that some night. Again, I can't stream it yet, but it'd be fun to play. I can relate to Julie, because I too am addicted to sweets as a guilty pleasure. I'm trying to get away from it, because it has expanded my body in quarantine. Where? Oh, it's here. I forgot what I was doing. Yeah. I missed so many of the so many of the Batman games, like the GameCube era had what? 3? I think that's right.
What kept you?
Oh.
Did you get lost?
So she's got
Were
like
you
super
scared?
reflexes
Did
too?
I finally get to you?
Or
Have
does
you
she use
accepted
the
that I am
chains?
the winner here? Help me! Have I ground you down? Have I made my point? No.
There is a
Well, this next room will. That I guarantee. What's wrong? Scared? Confused? It's off. But for how long, Dark Knight?
I know there is a there's another Batman game where he goes into Arkham. I can't remember the name.
You've turned it off. But for how long?
I think there's one where he goes up against the League of Shadows too.
Please, someone!
Cute. Yeah. Sweet.
I cannot begin to fathom the level at which your primitive brain functions. Allow me to give you some help. Give up and die. Nah.
Now we're looking... Main story, we're looking for Freeze now. We'll trigger that before we head back over toward Park Row.
As you look upon my work, your primitive brain must be struggling to comprehend how I have managed all
and the
this.
Bowery.
It was
What are you doing?
Hey, Mamba Venom! Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that.
You're safe now.
In case you haven't been here before, my name is David Moan.
Tell me the numbers.
I play a bunch of different games on here,
1,
but I'm mostly working my way
7,
to 100% in the
8,
Arkham verse. All 4 of
0.
the games.
You'll be
I
safe
mean,
here for
eventually
now.
we'll get Gotham
If you
Knights
get
in
the
there,
track,
I'm sure.
head
Or
back
the
to the
Suicide Squad game will add. But we're doing Arkham City New Game Plus today. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and thanks again for the follow.
Riddle me this.
Oh, me too. I
But you'll never stop
I
me from
haven't told this story in a while, but I'm a musical theater and opera performer when the world isn't closed.
I suppose I should fulfill my
And every time I close a show, because in regional theater you tend to go through them, you run a show for a month, you rehearse for a month, go for another month.
I'll be as shocked if you don't come and save her as she'll be if you do.
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Did I miss something? Goats, did I miss something? What is that question?
Did you cheat? Of course you did. How could I expect
But
anything
I
more?
will, when I close a show, depending how much time I have till the next show, I will play through one of the Arkham games. I've played through Asylum the most because if it's quick. Oh. That's good to know. Let me see. Please just pause. Okay, the last time I did this, the camera didn't come back. Is my camera on? Is everybody here? I think it's still recording. Okay, sweet. Thanks for that. Last time I did this, it stopped the recording. And it made me real sad. Oh, great.
There's a phone ringing somewhere. Get ready to run.
What was I? Oh yeah, so I will play through one of the Arkham games. Like completing the main story to 100%, so getting all the Riddler trophies and everything. But one of the things that I've never done is done like all the Riddler challenge maps, or made sure to 100% complete the DLC, things like that. So here on Twitch, we are doing that, and part of the idea is functioning as a little bit of a fundraiser so that I can get a Batman costume so that when the world opens back up, I can visit children's hospitals, different festivals and whatnot, pass out superhero gear to kids, just be one of those folks. Because as a performer, I like to give back, and I would love to do it as Batman. I guess this will take us back over here. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, I try to do what I can.
Lounge was crawling with the disgusting
It also
flesh of humanity.
would be cool to have a bat suit.
If you had the money, of course. At the beginning, I seemed to be winning.
I'm still in the research phases as far as like how to get that commissioned and whatnot, who to go through, but we'll get there.
I thought I would win, that he would play fair. I looked around the table. I saw the people I was against. Card sharks.
That's really cool, Cookie.
Princes. And the disgusting midget who ran the place. One by one, they all lost or folded. The chips were piling up. And it was just him.
I got a phone call. But not from Zaz. That's okay. There's plenty of time to make that back up. Do you, so when you say all your Batman games, do you own like all of them, or are you talking Arkham? We were just talking about the NES 1989 Batman tie-in. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Reminds me. We'll get there. I mean, we've still got plenty to do here in Arkham City, but when we get to Asylums, that Deathstroke battle is just the coolest.
The victim's face has been removed and the head wrapped in bandages.
It's up there. Freeze still might be my favorite battle
with the same MO. The press have nicknamed
in the entire series.
Identity thief. If he's now in Arkham City, I need to track him down and stop him.
In part because they nailed Deathstroke in Origins.
The murderer is likely to have trace elements.
And then they just messed it up for Night.
I'll filter the scanner to track the victim's blood particles. That should lead me to the last person to see the victim alive. Maybe even the killer himself.
Sweet. I love the Arkham series. I am sad that, what is it, Arkham Origins Blackgate? The 2D scroller one is not backwards compatible, so I won't be able to play that. I guess I could get my 360 out, but I don't know that I can stream from that.
Why did you kill him?
It wasn't me. I'm not a killer. I'm a plumber, for God's sake. You've got to believe me.
I don't have to believe anything.
Yeah.
Tell me what you saw.
There was this guy.
Who is it? Honest Game Trailers?
He was weird looking.
Where they're like,
you won't believe me, but well, he looked like Bruce Wayne.
Arkham Asylum is kind of the first good Batman
Someone
game.
must have got to him.
And they're not
He was
wrong.
covered in
There
cuts
were
and bruises, but I'm sure it was him.
Oh,
the poor guy must
there
have
are
had a
issues.
target the size of Gotham City painted on him. Looked like he'd been attacked by pretty much everyone in Arkham.
There may be more victims of the identity thief in Arkham City. I should look out for them.
Excuse me, wrong pipe. Sorry about that. Well, we took care of that right now. Because Zaz brought us over here. Let's see if any of the political prisoners have spawned. Those guys are a pain in my butt. Oh, well, thank you for doing what you do. And I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you again for the follow. I hope you have a great shift. Hang in there, please be safe.
Answer it quick, Batman.
Yeah, I would enjoy that fight, Cookie. That sounds delightful. I think this one is the one under the bridge. Alright, let's not mess this one up.
Even back then. He had both eyes, of course. That little accident hadn't happened yet. And both of them were looking at me when I put down my cards. 6 of clubs. 6 of diamonds. He looked scared. He leaned forward and I could smell the cigar stench on his breath. The 6 of spades and finally the 6 of hearts. I felt good. And then he started laughing. He belched out smoke and he put his cards down on the table. Card by card, my heart sank. A 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a damn 7! Straight flush ended me there. I was lost and thrown out into the city.
Just like Casino Royale. Oh. Sweet.
This isn't looking good, is it? Nope. It sounds like Joker's people are looking for Mr. Freeze.
I feel like the
I didn't even know he was in here.
a strong personality type like hers would definitely yield bad habits, whether that's sweets or, in this case, the gambling.
I used to be an accountant. Now I'm rotting to death in a maximum.
Look out! That man's here!
Mm-hmm. Takes one to know one. Alright, I have to pause 1 sec. I'm gonna grab a little bit of headache medicine.
What's good for me and potentially fatal for you, Dark Knight? Don't bother taxing your tiny mind, for the answer is obviously my final puzzle. Will you save the ignorant guard? I'll be shocked if you do.
Well, 1 second. I also forgot my B12 supplement. What was my... Well, we went through a bunch of cars, for better or worse. When I was little, we had a station wagon. And I loved that station wagon. One of the ones where you could, I think ours had seats. We had one that it was seats on the side, so you could sit 4 people in the trunk as opposed to just the 3. And then we did have a rear facing. I loved that station wagon. Sorry, I'm just checking make sure that my video's still going. Great. That it's still recording. Like I said, I would hate to lose a stream. Because I, like the Riddler,
Help me, please.
have obsessive compulsive disorder. Did you have one of the ones that had, like, inexplicably had wood paneling? Because right, the last time I did this, I died. Oops. Yeah, yep.
So, you wrapped your brain around that last puzzle and squeezed out a predictable solution.
One of my favorite memories, though.
How will you attempt to solve this next puzzle?
My mom wasn't necessarily great with money. But we went to, when we had moved states, and we went to an auction for the first time. It was, you know, just supposed to be a fun auction. And so she bought stuff like fishing rods for my dad, or, you know, some toys for the kids.
Obviously more than
And then later in the day, my dad had gone home, and a van, an old blue van, had come up. And I said, Mom, you should bid on it. Not thinking that she would get it. She bid on it, and she got it. And, you know, it was like, oh, that'll be nice for the family. I have 2 siblings, so, you know, the 5 of us, we'd be a little more comfortable, especially when we were traveling back to Pittsburgh. Then another car came up, and I said, you should bid on it too, it's super cheap. And she did, and she got it. And I freaked out. I was like, oh no. And so, she was like, I need you to call your dad, and tell him that we need his help because we have 2 cars down here. I was like, can't we like go stay at Grandma's tonight? Wouldn't that be okay? Like, maybe we don't need to go home tonight. Like,
I'm sure
right,
we
Mom?
don't have it.
I'm terrified. You know. And it didn't not lead to a fight.
How predictable.
but you know, it was okay. They're still married. Yeah, so the day that I convinced my mom to buy 2 cars at an auction. The van did all right. The car never started. Ended up getting rid of it, but
this isn't over, Dark Knight.
the van was
You may have
good.
defeated me tonight, but I'll be
We had it for a
back.
couple years.
Where is he?
I'll deal with Riddler.
That's
Just
so
tell me
funny.
the code.
Code?
He gave everyone else a code. Why didn't he give you one?
When did he give
He
you
sounded
one?
like he thought you'd die in here. I guess he was wrong. Is there anything I can do?
No. Get back to the church when you can. Oracle, we've got a problem. I solved
love
the
her
last Riddler
design.
room, but there wasn't a radio frequency.
What's he up to?
I don't think he thought I'd defeat his
I
last
mean, you're
room.
not wrong.
That's good, right?
He's still got hostages from the church. If they're still alive,
Yeah,
I need to find
I've got lots of
Search every
stories
record
about
the buildings he's used so far.
about
There may be a
growing up.
connection there.
A bunch of them that I'm trying to turn into a like Mike Birbiglia style one-man show. If you know Mike Birbiglia,
I'll just need a couple.
he started just in like basic stand-up, but his stand-up has turned into more like long-form comedic storytelling. And I have a show.
I think I
Oop. I have a dark sense of humor, and I process things through humor, as a lot of us performers do.
When was this?
Before Arkham City was built. It's a long shot, I know, but he sold
yeah, and so I want to do a show about like processing death and the end of my marriage.
Thanks, Oracle. I'll check it out.
Telling stories about growing up. That hopefully I'll get to perform someday. So we will we'll get Freeze, or we'll get the information on Freeze so that we can make our way over to fight Penguin.
The old GCPD building. Freeze must be using one of the old forensic labs. I've got to get in there.
What's stopping it?
The door. It's shut tight.
So what now? You two keep trying to get in. I'll blow their faces
Being
off
a
if
weird
they try
little
to get
kid
out.
in a weird family.
Just grab Freeze and take him back to the Joker? Sounds
Got some fun stories.
Anybody got anything to smoke?
We have Batman in sight. We have zero visual on Batman.
What?
Oh yeah, it. My ex-wife and I are now, like, we're still friends. We share a couple of animals, so I go back and visit. She has since remarried, and I mean, we frequently talk about how helpful getting divorced can be, you know, for us as individuals, for us as a pair, like, you know, as far as our relationship goes. I hate that there's still somewhat of a stigma about divorce, but it can be very, very helpful. Yeah. And you know, I don't take the good parts of our relationship for granted.
Make sure it stays that way.
No problem.
Just wasn't necessarily what we needed long term, and yeah, now she is certainly she is in a happier marriage than we had for a long time. Thank you for the holy hydration.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Cheers.
What does it look like?
How do I know?
So how will we know when we find it?
Thanks for using your bat coins. Again, I'm so excited to get my my image up for that.
What is
all right.
do here anyway?
No idea. All I know is Penguin wants it. It's good enough for me.
The holiest of hydration. I am not the most tech savvy person, so like I see streams like my friend Dustin or my friend Ashley, who have all these like things that pop up on their their streams and like make noises at them. Like, those are great. I have lots of neat ideas for them. I just don't know how to realize it. So for now, I just make voices.
You heard the Penguin. Move it.
Like my subscriber noise. It's just, holy new subscriber, Batman.
What's wrong with you chumps? He's taking you out.
I don't actually know how. I can't remember how many people are in here.
You want a real fight? How about you come and try me, Batman?
1, 2.
What the hell was that?
Ah, crap.
This ain't right. Must be the bat screwing with us. How's he doing this?
Fine.
What are you all doing? Just
because you only have to take out, I think, 4 of them.
I've lost one of you idiots. Let's end it there.
I did. I thought I listed my game.
So move.
Oh, Ashley, you're the
You're
best.
all pathetic. He's making you look like idiots.
I bet I lost it when I paused, or maybe I just never did it.
On, Bat. Come and
If you don't already follow Ashley, she's amazing. She's one of my dearest friends. We've reconnected during quarantine. Ouch. She's also terrified of the Joker, so she does not watch my Batman streams.
Where's Freeze?
He's in the museum. Penguin's got him.
I'll have to cut that tongue on your head, boy. I don't know people telling tales on me.
No. I'm sorry, Mr. Cobblepot. He made me tell him.
You can have him.
I'm getting better with like setting my streams up, but I'm still not.
I've got plenty of surprises ready for you if you do. Starting right.
That's why I need Ashley. She watches over me.
That doesn't sound good. Alfred.
Well, if I had to make a freeze pun, I think you mean if I got to make a freeze pun.
Penguin has got his hands on Freeze.
I mean, one of
me in the GCPD building.
One of my favorite from Batman and Robin is, what killed the dinosaur?
Thanks for
the Ice Age.
I'm in a police
it's
building.
very wrong.
Cobblepot's obviously bribed some official into giving him the lock codes for the municipal structures. I'm downloading
Let's
the
see,
unlock
if I had to
codes
make a,
right now.
It's a very specific setup. But if somebody slipped on the sidewalk, I would ask if they had an ice trip. Did you have an ice trip? Yeah, put Freeze on ice. I like that one. Especially because, I mean, he's essentially home. Oh, I don't know why this triggered this memory. Oh, when was it? 2010, 2011? There was a show, Batman, like, arena tour. It had done really well in Europe. Ooh.
Waiting for. Joker's got more men on the ground than us. We need to be smart. Waiting up here don't sound too smart.
Yeah, there was an arena tour. It did not do well in America. It ended up getting canceled.
We wait. They'll move into our trap, and we can take them all out with ease.
I remember it was in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I had driven back. But I chose. I think I was teaching, and I chose not to take the day off work and go to this arena tour because I was like, it'll come to Detroit, and then it got canceled, and I regret that. It's a stupid thing to regret. Ooh, connected like the Falcone and Maroni. Crime families?
Protocol 10 will commence in 7 hours.
Oh, you're not wrong. Like, they just feel so poorly done. It's like, did you let this famous actor say whatever he wanted? It's not that, you know, Arnie's not funny. But also, like, could have tried a little more. Let's finish up Riddler.
Wonder if the Scarecrow made it here. Every other freak did.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I feel like a Batman on ice would be fun. Why not? Oh, that dialogue just triggered. I don't think I did it last time.
Don't you?
Riddler, when I get out of here, I'm gonna hurt you for this. You hear me?
Come now, Mr. Cash.
We should. We'll get through the museum today. I think that's a pretty good. Although we're only 90 minutes in, I could play till 2:30. I have a dentist appointment. Not a nice pun, but yeah, but you do get to see Scarecrow a little bit. I mean, there is the riddle where you find his mask. The crows are pecking at his mask.
If they stop moving, they'll die. I can't.
But there's also an Easter egg. I can try to. What? It's on the other side of the map. I'm gonna try to remember. Oh, I like this. Are all the evil siblings part of this?
I know you won't kill me.
True.
Part
but
of the crime
you can't say the same
families?
about the others, can you?
Get your ass moving, Riddler.
You can't tell me what to do.
Do I need to press the button?
This hydration is for free.
No. You'll pay for this, Batman.
Just because I do like
sure
the
this
idea
thing
of
won't
channel
work?
points.
No. But there's no point in letting him know that, is there?
What do you all think of the levels that I've put them at? Are they too high? Or am I getting some feedback? Sweet. That's a good connection. I want to make sure that they're somewhat usable. The shut up, B-man. I don't want to lower that one because I like to talk a lot. But the other ones, Dustin redeemed. We all wear masks the other day. Oh, that makes sense. Nice. That was, oh shoot, I can't remember the article. There was a well-written article talking about like changing the gender of specific characters as a storytelling tool, kind of like they did with Doc Ock. Spoiler alert: Doc Ock in Into the Spider-Verse. I liked how they used that in Origins with Copperhead. And relating that to your siblings thing, it offers an opportunity to have similar characters, but of a different gender.
Batman's spot.
Ooh. Oh, I like that. So it's a similar method, but with a different outcome. Very cool.
This is Penguin's turf, you freak. I'm gonna cut you up into tiny pieces for breaking in here.
Must be seen as part of our ongoing commitment to protecting
Yeah. Well, as people are coming and going, feel free to drop in the chat. I love to hear from folks.
Something's blocking communication.
You can ask questions. You can join the convo, but also if you have never been here before,
the only way to crack this security
an hour and a half in, I might as well reintroduce myself. I am David Moan. That is my real name, M-O-A-N, just like the noise. Yeah, I am streaming today, Arkham City, obviously. We are making our way through the New Game Plus on the road to 100% in the Arkhamverse. We lost Charles?
All you need to know is Penguin wants this thing powered up. While it's working, no one in
Monica?
this hole can use. What's the bat doing here?
Honestly, part of the reason that Charles has an account
Arkham City
is because I needed some help getting my initial viewers up on the road to affiliate. It's not that I cheated. It's that I asked my friends to help. So usually she doesn't really participate anyway. That's delightful, though. I haven't seen Kim Alley yet today either. She'll be sad to have missed you, Ghost.
One jammer down. I should look for more.
Nice.
What's going on out there?
Cookie, how do you come up with your names? Do you have a specific method that you use in naming? I'm always fascinated how people name their characters, because there's so many good ways to do it.
According to the log, all wave frequencies are being suppressed. The entire site is radio secure.
Nice. Where does Cobblepot get military-grade kit like this from?
He's a collector. He's got things you've never heard of in that museum. Crazy stuff.
I have to pause really fast because speaking of Charles. Sweet. Yeah.
Like what?
Honestly, I think that's in part because of you.
Screw anyone else. Don't leave me hanging. Tell me.
I'm
one man down.
I had a,
That's no good, is it? Still, I'm sure the rest of you
I took Charles to the dog park this morning.
Over here, I got him. He's over here. The kid from over here. Batman's back.
He's 5 months old, still getting used to other dogs. But it was sweet. It was snowing today. It was pretty cold and wet. But he was enjoying himself. One of the dogs was a little too rough. Got a little aggressive with Charles. I think because he's a puppy. Ooh. That's a cool detail, Cookie. Depending what time, Monica, because we do live in the same building, if Charles, the dog, gets a little too rambunctious, she comes down and uses my apartment a little bit.
Sounds like Penguin's final jammer was activated somewhere underneath Arkham City.
Oops. Alright. I like to bypass this combat. So let's try to do it again.
What's wrong? Run home to try
I messed it up. Doesn't matter. Batman. Batman. Jeez, oh man.
Penguin sounded pissed. Batman's been screwing with his plan.
But I'll try to get Monica to yeah, exactly. I'm gonna try to get Monica to say hello on camera. This is a weird tangent. Anybody out there used to watch Cracked.com After Hours?
This poster's gotta be over 100 years old.
I think they've since canceled it.
I don't know, but I'm sure it is. It's even got a name.
Let's do this. I found them on YouTube again, and I've been watching through them. They've got really cool discussions on pop culture. The Batman one is really great. I need to download it because it will definitely spark. It will be used in discussion in my Batman class. Whenever I get to eventually do that. Ooh. I mean, that makes sense, especially with the relationship to Scarecrow. Coast. I'm thoroughly impressed how much you've thought this out. Like, you've expanded on an already super developed universe, which I like. Let's see. Will you fly far enough? Yes! Alright.
Everyone, get your asses over here now! Come on, where are you?
I'm one man down.
Goodbye.
That's not good, is it? Still, I'm sure the rest of you will do your best not to disappoint me.
You're in the paper. Move it!
There are 2 disruptors?
Got another one down over here! This is no good.
If any of you saw my when I played the challenge maps, this one on the extreme difficulty. Oh crap. Oh, did not mean to do that. This map on the extreme difficulty, I definitely cheesed. Hey, Infinite, how you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Oh, that's cool. Suffering from her own methods. I like that.
That was the last jammer. I should be able to get into the museum now.
I have to think through. I got that one. Do I just have the one in... I'm gonna see if we can get this one already. Because it'd be nice to just knock out Bane right after the museum.
There's no time to do that now.
Ah, alright, fine. I'll be patient. I mean, we're coming here soon. Hey, Darcy! I am doing great. It is a beautiful Monday for Batman. We're kicking butt. Making our way through the game pretty quickly. We're on New Game Plus right now. Because when I finish New Game Plus on Batman, all of the Batman-specific stuff for City will be done. Unless you include the end part of Harley's Revenge.
I hope Batman broke every bone in your stupid bodies. I hope you're lying there.
I do. Goats. Yep, I say it a lot. Making our way downtown. But how are you doing, Darcy? I love it. Yeah, I don't mind at all. Few people have called me Davey. When I was in elementary school, I got Davey a lot because of Davy Crockett. I was the king of the wild frontier. But yeah, feel free. It is one of those things, a potential memoir title that I've thought about is a man of many names. I also, a jagoff of all trades is one of them, because I think that's funny. That's one of my dad's favorite insults, jagoff. I don't know if that exists everywhere, if that's Pennsylvania specific. But yeah, feel free, Darcy. One of my dear friends from college called me Davely, which I love. Her name's Heidi. She used to do my makeup for every show that we did together. Yeah, probably will be. For a long time. Oh, so you've got sort of a Bane crossover ghost with Allison? Yeah, but Infinite, Darcy, how are you two this fine day?
All visitors must be searched as part of our ongoing commitment to keep you safe and protect the unique collection we have on display. All visitors should be sure to check out our latest attraction, Dangers from the Deep. In the aquatic observation...
Jump scare!
The Tyrannosaurus Rex was a bipedal carnivore that roamed the land and eventually became Gotham City over 65 million years
It's
ago.
Batman! Takedown. That's awesome. Okay. While this dialogue is going on,
you're safe for now.
I am going to pee.
You may want to hold off on thanking him until after you've answered my question. Who are you?
Sorry, man. I'm a cop. Gordon sent us in here. I'm from the 13th Precinct, part of the strike team. Been in here since the beginning.
If Gordon sent you, you'll know the code.
Oh, yeah. He said, oh, man, what was it?
The code. Now.
It's Sarah. He said to tell you the code is Sarah.
You're safe, officer.
It's Jones, Batman. Elvis Jones.
Gordon always said he planned on sending your team in.
Yeah, he wanted to know what was going on in here. I guess we found out. There were 10 of us. Hopefully, there still are.
I told Gordon it was too dangerous to send you in. Stay here. If the rest of your team is alive, I'll find them.
That's a lot better. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, Apex, sweet. I still haven't played that one. I'm doing pretty great today. It's one of those that there's a lot of like I'm teaching tonight. I teach the Opera House in Detroit has a children's chorus, and I am their preparatory chorus, which means like the kids who aren't quite ready necessarily for like main stage performance. Maybe they're just a little too young, but I'm giving them acting lessons. We're using Shel Silverstein poems to do that. Oh. Yeah, for real, Cookie, when you put this up online, whether it's whether you put it on DeviantArt or even just throw it on Facebook or whatever.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
You definitely have to let me know, because there are so many good details here. Yeah, but it's a good day, Darcy.
So, Batman, you here for the cops, the Iceman.
I'm excited that Mondays are kind of becoming Batman, Bat-Moan days, as my friend Andrew called them, and I stole it.
Taking you down too.
Whoa, aren't you scary?
Yeah. Did everybody have I didn't ask. Did everybody have a good Valentine's Day?
Am I really?
As a single person, I
I'm what you might call
ended up just tutoring.
collector.
Although I streamed yesterday.
If someone wants it,
Oh, I'm glad.
I'll order it.
Did you do
I've got
anything
it.
special, Cookie?
And if I don't have it,
I have to put this in my bio,
So
but
here's the thing.
mark
Back there,
your
I've got a
calendars
cabinet with
for
your name
several of the
just
holidays
waiting to
over the year, because I'll be streaming on all those holidays,
As luck would
even if it's just to
Here
go
you
talk
are,
to
standing
Calendar
just
Man.
where I want you. So,
You know,
what do you think?
there can be something nice
you
about
gonna be
not doing anything.
Give up nicely.
Nice.
Not giving orders here anymore, Cobblepot.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, I
Look
tutored,
around
and then Monica came down and
Join up with me.
and brought Charles, and
Unfortunately
we hung out for a bit.
I only
And
take the best. And
I have one of
today,
those
best means whoever
kids
can
game
kill
tables that has like
Come
foosball
on out,
and pool
lads.
and
It's
air hockey
initiation
and stuff.
time.
We tried a bunch of those. The foosball
Show
kind of worked.
me his face.
We did realize last night that since we are tall, some of the other games are a little low. Okay. Sorry if I'm not as communicative during this fight. On New Game Plus, I lose my counter icons. I saw it coming. Couldn't respond in time. There we go.
Stop acting like a bunch of girls.
Once you get set up, Monica, come say hi. Monica shouted hi from the other room. We share internet, and since I am in the basement and have the router, Monica sometimes does class down here because she has better connection. It's fun. And she has a dog that is a terror. Ouch. Ah. Yeah, if you are the what's that? Of course. If you are the type of person who goes back and watches streams, our stream from Saturday, it was my first having people with me to stream, which is something that long term I would like to do. But we streamed the first 2 levels of Little Nightmares.
You weren't supposed to do that, Batman.
Oh, Charles isn't down here. Monica is avoiding Charles because he's all riled up.
Forcing me to bring out the big guys.
I love foosball. One of our traditions, Monica, Kim, and I, in the pre-COVID time, we would go to the local bar. They always have really cheap drinks, but they have a shuffleboard table. So we would go, and it's free. So we'd play shuffleboard till like 1 o'clock in the morning. And it was so nice because we would get to hang out, and I would always put whatever songs we wanted on the jukebox. We had some of our go-tos, but we'd play shuffleboard and we would drink, and it was a great way to relax, you know, have fun for a couple hours, and we frequently talk about how much we miss that. Oof. I forgot, these guys are faster, so they will hit me before I can get the Titan guy, but that's okay. Oh, I love a good plague mask. Oh, good, I got it that time. Yeah, anybody out there have a, like if you're out with friends playing songs on the jukebox, do you have go-to songs?
sure this hurts you, Bat.
Ah.
Heard you, freak.
Oh, man. All right, just focus. You got this. It's not that hard. It's timing those counters. Only took out one of them. Okay. I am going to check what you all say. Goats, I must know what this song is.
I found Penguin.
And Mr. Freeze, have you located the cure yet?
Not yet.
That's cool, Cookie.
The situation is worse than I thought. Penguin has
It's
a
kind of
supply
a
the
twist
Titan
on how the
He's got what? How do you get Titan off Arkham
on how the
Island?
masks are typically used. I like that.
Your suit's bio readings are spiking.
Nice of you to join us, Oracle. Alfred,
We have a
bring
bunch of
Barbara up
go-to
to speed.
songs.
Of course.
But
I'll be in touch.
The one of the songs, I can never remember who the artist is. But What's Going On, I think is the name of the song. One of my favorite stories. That song has come up frequently throughout my life. Oh, well done. 4 non-blondes, thank you. Yep, you nailed it. I have 4 nieces and 2 nephews, and I love being Uncle David. It's one of my favorite roles that I've ever gotten to play. But my nieces learned that song, and so they were all singing it, and we were talking. I think it was on Zoom, and we were singing it, and we get to the chorus, and not the chorus, one of the verses. I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath, and one of them, the little one, just screams, I get real high, and it's one of my favorite memories of them. Just hearing, I think she was like 3 at the time.
Stay where I can see you, Batman.
It Takes Two by
wouldn't believe the
DJ
fight
Easy
the
Rock.
old
I'm not sure that I know that off the top of my head, but I'll have to look it up after this.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's one of them. Monica's a huge Talking Heads fan, so we frequently listen to that. Kim loves Mambo Number 5 for whatever reason. So we'll frequently play that one.
When you're done in here, feel free to join me in the Iceberg Lounge.
It's been a while since we've done it.
Again.
No Diggity
Enjoy the cups
by Blackstreet is a frequent. I love that song so much.
Over
90s kid.
Please.
When we were playing foosball last night, we played 90s alternative women, which was awesome. Got some Natalie Imbruglia in there, which if you have not looked up, Natalie Imbriglia's Torn interpretive dance, or it might be sign language. I can't remember how it's labeled, but it is a great performance.
Hold on.
What?
You should be
Thank you.
Are you from the 13th precinct? Where's the rest of your team?
There are 2 more guys in this room.
I mean, of all the
Froze them
songs
up.
to draw a
They went after
line
me.
on,
I ran and
Mambo
I
Number
guess you saw
5.
what happened.
I'll get them. You wait here and try to warm up.
Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah, of course you have to get it played. at my wedding, the one that didn't work out. Sorry, that's very much my humor. When we had, I work for a music department, and so I made a donation to the jazz band, and they came and they played, and it was super nice because I like to swing dance. And so, it was really cool to have a live band to play for like the first hour, I think it was. So we made a donation, let all the members of the jazz band eat dinner and whatnot. And then we just made a playlist, didn't have a DJ. But it was a bit of an argument with between myself and my ex-wife about some of the line dances.
I'm getting it back.
She really didn't want the chicken dance. I was like, okay, but we're doing the YMCA. We're gonna do the electric slide, the cha-cha slide.
Stay here for now.
What's the
No problem, sir.
The wobble wasn't
more of
out
us.
then, but I do love that one.
Alive,
I just
I'll find them.
I love those like group dance numbers.
You, Batman.
And I took in college a line dance class where we essentially would just learn a line dance or two, and then we had to memorize it. And then the next class we danced them. It was real dumb. Yeah, I got college credit for that class. Because I was like, if I have to take an athletic class, it might as well be for line dancing. Yeah, so I think one of the classes I took was swing dancing, and one of them... Oh, crap. Uh-oh.
Smoke!
Go ahead and do that. Oh, crap. They all have visors. We might die. Nah, we're not gonna die.
Got away. He's using smoke.
Oh, we died. I was thinking about line dancing.
Someone cut the mask.
The final for the line dancing class was create, like, you had a group, you had to create your own line dance and teach it to the class, which was a lot of fun. We did the song Darlene from the movie Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. If you've not seen that movie, it is a delight.
No worries, Mr. Cobblepot. We've got it covered. Freeze's suit is in the case. I'm looking at it now.
You better, son. Batman's on the
Let's
way.
do this smart.
The last time I saw him, he didn't look very happy.
Okay.
Tell the boys there's an extra 100 grand in it for whoever brings him in alive.
Very generous, sir. Consider it done. You punks. Like hell he is. Cobblepot, listen up. Penguin wants the Bat brought in alive. There's 50 grand in it for the one who does it.
You may as well pay me now. Mine.
Are you mucking me about?
Oh, crap.
Fight him!
Crap, 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 crap.
God!
What?
Everyone!
I guess I was at the wrong angle.
Over here now!
Oh, that's fun.
Damn it, he's out cold.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's
Stay
not
quiet.
like a great
Stay
movie.
safe.
It's a parody movie of the like the music biopics, like Ray.
We lose it, we're as good as dead, understand?
What else? Walk the Line with Johnny Cash.
You heard what the Penguin
So
said,
like
right?
if you appreciate kind of the development of music, popular
Stay still.
music,
I'll be back.
It's really well done, and they wrote a ton of music for it that you can listen to on Apple Music. You can listen to all of the songs that they wrote.
What's happening? Let's see what happens first. What about freezer suit? Answer me.
Oops.
I saw you clear the room. It's awesome work, man. The name's Tom. Tom Miller.
You're part of Gordon's strike team. I've seen your file.
You have? I mean, yes, sir. Cobblepot's turned this place into a fortress. Someone ratted us out. Me and the boys got grabbed, brought here, and beaten the crap out of us.
Was that in college, Cookie?
There are just 2 more of you unaccounted for.
Have you tried the Iceberg Lounge? Cobblepot like to take us in there to beat us up some more.
Yeah,
lucky.
Yeah, Dewey Cox story. It's John C. Reilly. I think Adam McKay might have at least produced it. Adam McKay and Will Ferrell tend to work together on like Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, those type. Yeah, so it's a lot of stupid humor.
Can you hear me? Of course you can.
Yeah, John C. Reilly, Kristen Wiig is in it. Jenna Fisher, who played Pam on The Office.
Hey, what's he doing? He's got.
Although they got somebody else to sing her part, which is kind of messed up. Although definitely follows the tradition in those movies where the men can sing for whatever reason. The actors are allowed to sing, but the women have to have somebody else do it for them. Which I don't fully understand. They did that on the Eurovision movie too. That's on, I think it's still on Netflix. Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams. Rachel McAdams did not sing. That's another movie that I recommend because it's got some great music. It's delightfully weird. Giant dosey dough. I love it.
I shall slice you into pieces.
And we've already talked about it a little bit on streams, but if you haven't seen WandaVision, I recommend WandaVision to everyone. It's incredible. I guess a lot of people do not like WandaVision. That's fair. That's fair. They don't like creative parodies of television genres. I like having the line launcher in the museum. Makes it a lot easier to get around.
Joker's cure. Where is it?
Forget the clown. I want Cobblepot. He has my suit, my weapons. I'll end him for what he's done to me.
Penguin's mine. You need to stay focused on that cure, or innocent people will die.
You don't understand. I cannot complete my work without it. I must have it.
I think I'll play till 3.
Depends on it. Everything.
Penguin is protecting himself with your...
It'd be nice to
How do I get past
to do New Game Plus in 2 episodes as opposed to 3.
Why would I tell you that?
Because if I can't get past it, I won't help you get your suit. Think about it, Victor. You don't look well. If you're gone, what will happen to Nora?
Leave my wife out of this, Batman. Don't let this situation fool you. We are not friends. No!
Today is not a good day to
freeze.
push me, Victor.
Stop! There's a security override chip I built into the suit
to stop anyone using my weapons against me.
How did that work out for you?
Why don't you go get the security override and figure out a way to stop him yourself?
It's been a pleasure, Victor. Keep thinking about that cure. I'll get you your suit back.
I like Maurice LaMarche as Freeze. It's not. It doesn't have quite the same intensity as Oh, I can't think of the actor who played him in the animated series. I'll have to look that up. That's another, like, listening to commentaries and discussions when they were directing the freeze scenes. They just kept giving the note of, like, you need to emote less. You should just feel nothing. It makes it such an intimidating sound. Yeah, I can't think of the actor's name.
So that's the famous freeze.
They got a lot of amazing actors for that show, though.
Oh, what are you doing?
When I leave here, wait 10 minutes. Then get this over to Freeze. He won't be dangerous.
No problem, Batman.
Doing the right thing, even for the villain. Good old Batman. Great. All right. Cool boss fight coming up. Talked about this on channel before, but I appreciate that Arkham City. I feel like they learned from the mistake of Asylum, where other than Poison Ivy, the boss battles were they were kind of the same. So in this, they, you know, it feels like they thought about who each villain was and how they would fight. So it gives us these cool, this, spoiler alert, Solomon Grundy fight. Ouch. Alright, fine.
That's crazy. Tell you what, Batman. Oh.
Yeah, the coming Solomon Grundy fight. Like, yeah. Solomon Grundy's not smart, but he's super strong. Batman can't necessarily face him head to head, so how would he have to take him down?
No.
Or freeze? Like,
Don't hurt me.
I can't guarantee
another incredibly strong villain.
Neither.
So you have to do it in a unique way. Or even the Joker fight, where it's like Joker's not necessarily great one-on-one against Batman, but Joker has a lot of goons.
I gave you the opportunity to end this and walk away, but oh no.
So he would fight as part of a group.
Well, guess what? From up here, you look pretty small. Oh,
right.
Don't look so sad. I've got a little surprise for you down there.
Yeah, maybe we'll see, because it's what, 2:15, quarter after 2. I wonder if we can get through.
I found him down there when I bought this place.
Even doing some of the side stuff, if we can get through Ra's al Ghul. Seems like a pretty good mission. That'll give me time to prep for class.
What the hell are you doing? Those things are antiques! Leave them alone! No! What the hell are you doing? Oh, you're asking for
All right,
it now.
Solomon
Let's see
Grundy.
how much that ugly son of a bitch can take.
Solomon Grundy? Born on a Monday.
Oh, that looked like an ad, didn't it? Good job that buggers him. No! Enough with the bloody explosives! I mean it!
Ah.
What have you done? You little... You can't kill him! You can't!
Well, that was easy. Or was it? I don't really. I guess I don't recognize what the difficulty changes are for this particular fight. I think it might be maybe the number of slugs that he produces, how fast he moves, the window of opportunity for exploding these things. Ouch.
Stop that!
Ouch. Crap. Yeah, it's definitely more slugs.
No!
I'm not doing great, but that's okay. That's all it has to be. I wonder what the speedrun strat for this particular fight is. At some point, I think before we do the Nightwing challenge maps, because Nightwing is last.
Just you and me left. The Bat
I want to do the
versus
speed
the
run.
Bird.
What I would probably be better at is a no-hit run, which would have ended right there, because I dove into the rocket. Ooh. Great.
Where is Cobblepot?
Well, look who it is, Mr.
I wonder how the police officers got across the water.
Freeze! Enough!
Of course.
I do. I wonder.
You will regret what you did, Mr. Cobblepot.
So we have to get to Wonder City.
The cure, Freeze.
There isn't one.
What?
Perhaps I should elaborate. Creating an antidote to the disease that afflicts the clown was easy. Unfortunately, the cure degrades too quickly. It needs a restorative element, some kind of reforming enzyme. Without it, it breaks down.
Paul Dini
before it
is
becomes
such
toast.
a good writer.
Finding a suitable enzyme is not the only problem.
finding a cohesive way to weave these characters together. Ugh.
That will take decades. Time, it appears you do not have.
What if I told you I know a man who's been exposed to that enzyme for centuries?
Sorry if I have a little bit of a if it sounds like I have a little bit of a speech impediment today. A couple days ago I bit my tongue during dinner.
Ra's al Ghul is dead.
My tongue is still a little swollen.
Are doomed.
Not exactly. I need someone to tell me where the body is. Then I can go wake him up.
Blasphemer! You are not worthy to speak of the great Ra's al Ghul.
You are a fool, Batman. You've let your only hope escape.
No, Victor. If Ra's al Ghul is in Arkham City, I now have a trail right to him.
Right.
Oracle, change of plan. I'm going after the League of Assassins.
Why? What have they got to do with all this? Oh, wait a minute. Is this about Ra's or his daughter?
Penguin had one of the League's assassins imprisoned in the museum. I recognize the insignia. She's a member of Talia's elite guard.
I knew it. What is it about that woman that makes her instantly the most important person in your world?
Talia is not the goal, Barbara. I've uploaded Freeze's unfinished cure. It looks to me like the answer is...
Found in Ra's al Ghul's blood. Okay, Bruce, I guess you need to go after him. But please, stay focused. Don't let her get in the way again.
Love it. You've got a history with Talia. I like Marion Cotillard. I didn't love her as Talia. It hurts me to admit.
I see you have sent a data request on the League of Assassins to the Bat computer. Oh, and another equipment request. Did you ever consider a bigger build?
I did. Too heavy. Slowed me down. Let me know when it's here.
You heard from him yet? It's the freaking Bat!
It's thinking through. We
I hear you. It's chaos here. The boss has vanished. What?
the side missions that we
No idea.
still need to complete.
Case. The next nothing. Zip. I don't like it.
We've got plenty of time.
The blood trail has run out. The only way I'm gonna find that assassin is to locate more evidence.
We've got to wait for Azrael. Azrael won't spawn until Quincy Sharp is thrown in Arkham City.
Ninja. I'll need to get in close.
I think we have another Deadshot victim coming up. Oops. We have another Deadshot victim. We have another identity thief victim. We'll get Mad Hatter at the same time we finish Azrael. Harley Quinn's side mission we won't get until... until we go back to the...
You only continue to live because the great Ra's al Ghul
What is that
allows
place? The steel mill. Yay! You have provisions. Is it a line launcher?
Take her. Stand down.
Do not follow us.
I didn't need your help.
Really? That's not what it looked like from where I was standing.
I had it under control. Why did Alfred send you?
He was worried about you.
Ooh, tuna on a
Take
bun.
this,
Ooh, that sounds
Get
good.
it analyzed and start searching the hospitals and emergency rooms. Anyone with this blood in them will be dead within 24 hours.
I have a
Whose
bunch
blood
of.
is it?
I have a bunch of food that I need to cook
it's
before
yours,
it goes
isn't it?
bad.
I'll get it to the hospitals and
Maybe
come back.
that's what
You
I'll
need
do
my
after
help.
I prep
can
class or
handle it.
while I prep
You're needed in
class.
Gotham. Things could get worse, much worse.
That
You
sounds
think?
yummy. I didn't eat
If
breakfast.
Strange really knows who you are, what happens if he tells everyone? How will you...
Trust me, I'll find a way.
Thank you, Tim.
You know where I am.
I know.
I know.
Now go.
Oh.
They say Batman's taking down the Penguin.
Do you think it's true?
I don't know, man.
There he is. Yep, great.
We need a plan now.
Looks like another victim of the identity thief. I need to scan the area to see if there are any more clues to his identity and whereabouts. The MO is the same as for the previous victim. First, the killer
Oh,
paralyzes the vocal
and I have to
cords
find
and
Nora,
removes
but we
the
won't
face
find
before
Nora
bandaging
until
up
after
the
we
head.
beat Freeze.
It's definitely him, and it looks like he's stepping up his attacks. A crime with this level of precision requires weeks of premeditation. These aren't just random attacks.
We have a lot of political prisoners.
Oracle, I've reconstructed a clean set of fingerprints, but there's no match to anything in the Gotham criminal databases. I'm uploading the prints to you now. Check these against every record in the country.
Trying to see if I can see any duos. We'll fly around really fast, see if we can find one or two.
Batman, I found a match for the print, but there must be a mistake. This can't be correct.
Who do the prints belong to?
You. These are Bruce
Took
Wayne's
care of the AR
fingerprints.
challenges.
How's that possible?
I have no idea.
I haven't heard the
I
gunshot.
don't know how to say this, but
What's wrong, Barbara?
I've been thinking about the identity theft case. Don't get angry. But how can you actually be sure that it wasn't you who killed those people? I mean, they were your fingerprints at the scene.
What did you say?
Not intentionally, but clearly you're not well. That place is full of maniacs who could take advantage of a situation like that. Think about it. What if Crane got to you again? You know Strange's reputation. Maybe he planted the idea back when you met him. I don't like it, but...
It wasn't me. I'm sure it wasn't.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I just, well, you know.
Okay.
Bad Penguin. Yeah, right. A butterball with a trick umbrella.
Hope you can't hear my stomach on microphone. Goodness gracious.
Seen pledge like that.
Hearing that tuna on a bun.
I've seen them. I just need to remember where.
There's Deadshot. Okay. That's great. This is the guy on the bridge.
We need to be ready to fight back. Teach these suckers who's really in charge.
What's the deal with these jerks? Don't they know this is Penguin's territory? I guess not.
Well, they will. Soon as we get the order, we take all of them out. I want blood. I want Two-Face to regret the day he even thought of coming in here. Bipolar freak.
Yeah.
Then we move on his territory. See how he likes it.
I'm ready. Me too.
Eh.
Good.
Maybe that'll just be a post-game thing we worry about. I know, I should start making little snacks. Bat snacks.
Get it. Penguin should have been in touch by now.
I'm telling you, Batman's got him.
No way.
Alright, we have a Deadshot victim.
Down, Penguin. Two-Face is coming. Join us or die.
Got him.
Time you losers did something to prove you want to work for Two-Face.
Don't have Azrael yet. We did defeat the Riddler. Oh, Zaz. We still have to listen for Zaz. I think we have 2 or 3 more phone calls of his.
Looks like I found another Deadshot victim. I should scan this area for evidence.
The bullet impacted.
What was everybody's favorite
struck again.
lunch in school? Like in middle school, high school, elementary school?
Are all bad guys, right?
Some of the prisoners in here are not your typical bad guys, Barbara. There are a number of political prisoners. People who
When I lived in Pittsburgh,
others who were tied into the mayor somehow. There's a
it was
pattern.
middle school.
I just
In
need
middle
to figure
school,
out
it
what
was
it
the
is.
first time that like I'd been in a big cafeteria, and then
I'm going
in
to check
Indiana,
out the location he fired
it
from.
was small again, but you had like all of these different lines to choose from. And the one was always a nacho bar. Yeah, and like thinking back, it was probably so gross, but I loved getting it.
Joker?
It's Batman!
Ouch. Got a little cup of taco meat. A little cup of nacho cheese. A little tray of nacho chips. Oh, that's cool. I did a lot of sacked lunches.
Deadshot left behind a tripod. Maybe it
It'll
helps a
keep
clue
ringing.
about where to find him.
I did a lot of like bag lunches or sack lunches, however you phrase
Deadshot
it.
made a mistake.
He did? That is definitely not part of his MO.
He doesn't know he made
So
it.
would you walk home
He used a
for
tripod to
lunch?
steady his shot. The tripod has trace elements of a rust-like metallic compound. Wherever he stored his weapon must be made of that compound.
So what are you waiting for? Analyze the particles and isolate the area they came from.
This isn't my first day on the job, Barbara. The particles contain a small amount of a specific lead compound that was used in paints for a short period 20 years ago. I've isolated the possible locations, but there are too many to check. Deadshot's getting sloppy. If he makes another mistake
All
like
right.
this, he's mine.
We gotta find one more Deadshot victim, which we will get later. One more identity thief victim. Let's see, as we get closer, maybe it'll ring again.
The place is a crap hole. Everyone killing each other for crumbs. Strange will get his. Just wait. So let's get this straight. Batman saved Freeze from Penguin? Are they working together? Nah, Batman don't work with Freeze.
But he took down Penguin to get Freeze. Wasn't Freeze working for the Joker? I'm sure he was. I think the icebox was...
Great.
Batman took down Penguin. So now, the museum's up.
Huh.
Joker won't want Two-Face grabbing. He'll send us out.
Yeah, we were never allowed to leave the school.
That guy is seriously not well. He looks like my aunt did. She was like 98 when she died. It's not good. Harley's crazy. Two-Face is angry. Joker's dying.
Ah! Yeah, I deserve that. Yeah, we were never allowed to leave school, so I would just bring a bag lunch. We'd sit around and we'd tell jokes.
All of this place. Joker.
Which, like, thinking back, I'm sure I was not as funny.
I even saw Killer Croc.
But I'm glad I had friends that laughed. Because it set me up for where I am today. I was really hoping we would get another phone call. Oh, same. Like, I feel bad for the people who were their most funny in, like, middle school.
Oracle.
What
I'm heading
was
underground.
Below the surface, Gotham's a maze of old steel and ironwork. My signal may get weak. Try and stay locked on.
Rerouting additional satellite coverage now. Good luck, Bruce.
I have said that I think sarcasm should be illegal until you are 18.
Look out!
I feel like so many young people don't know how to use sarcasm properly. And because it's, you know, everywhere now, they try. They're just bad at it. But then I think about
Joker's
like me
got
in
his
school
crew
and
moving through the sewers, hunting down what's left.
I'm
of
sure I
Penguin's
was
thugs.
sarcastic too. Just that and the word actually. I don't like kids who use the word actually. As a substitute teacher, the amount of times where it was like, where a kid would try to correct me. Actually, it's this. Actually, I want to punch you in the mouth. And you're a child. I wouldn't punch them in the mouths.
This'll be easy. You're gonna die, Bat Freak.
Somebody has a gun. Ah. Yeah.
Protocol 10 will commence in 5 hours.
Right. We'll get the last Bane canister here, which will set us up for next time. Yeah. Yeah, I think... Yeah, because we'll get the Bane canister during the...
Just give me a minute. I'll be all right.
I think I'm technically able to...
What's in these things? Guns, explosives, thermal trackers, everything an army needs.
To kick Penguin's ass.
What's the bat doing?
You're gonna...
Sweet.
Arkham City is where you're gonna die.
That's a terrible angle. I might be able to skip this next Predator room if I don't blow up the Bane canister, but...
Oracle. It looks like Joker is sending his crew down to steal weapons.
Thanks, Aaron.
Guards.
That's not good. Those guys are armed with the latest military weapons. If Joker gets his hands on that stuff, well, you know.
He won't. I won't let him.
Yeah, I had a date with Calendar Man. It went pretty well.
Someone
Got the second base.
Please don't signal jammer. I'll need to neutralize.
Oh, I
him
have
so
to
that I can
save
scan the
her.
room
I
for
forgot.
targets.
Please, I'm an intern. I don't know what's going on here.
Can I have her?
No, you got the last one. Get the rest of the guns out and stack them up over there. We're on a schedule.
Where are these things?
Military grade interference. Best money can buy. These babies screw with all electronic equipment in their vicinity. Now stop yapping and get moving.
Boom! One man down. It's looking like a
There we
river
go.
of last
Coming
time.
this way.
You heard the Joker.
I know it's minimal, but the little Dutch angle on the camera when you're feeling sick
Go and hide.
is a really nice touch.
People are crazy.
Want a real fight? How about you come and try me, Batman? That's it. We're screwed. What the hell are we gonna do now? I'm sure it came from...
Crap. I tried to be fancy. It kind of worked.
Hello, henchman? Can you hear me?
I know. There are a couple of those moments where I'm like, well, I didn't earn that. Oh,
hang on.
For like in your broadcasting classes, Goats, you learned about the different angles and such? I only know about Dutch angles because of the 1966
Thank you.
Batman.
What are you doing in Arkham City?
I'm in Arkham City? What the hell am I doing here? I was grabbed outside the hospital I intern at. They drugged me, and I woke up in a building up there.
The person in charge
Yeah,
has been
the
rounding up doctors to try to fix Joker.
It doesn't seem consistent
Looks like you
either,
were
going back to
He's dying, right?
It seems that way.
Is it
to
wrong not
Aaron's
to feel bad
comment.
about
Like
that?
sometimes I
What
feel like
now?
you glide
You need
up
to stay here.
using the
Keep out of sight,
using
and you'll be
the
fine.
grappling hook,
I'll be back.
and it's fine. Other times it's like, wait, why? How did you see me?
It's me. Joker's not stealing the weapons from Strange. Strange is giving Joker the weapons.
Are you sure? Of course you're sure. Why would he do that?
Maybe he's trying to control who runs the streets.
I'm
going to look into it.
Have you played?
But shouldn't you find Raish first?
First and foremost,
I'm doing that now. Don't worry, Barbara.
Danzo. Depends how Italian. Thank you for being here. I really like it. Did you have the whole storyline ruined for you? Because it's pretty complex. What I would say, if you like this type of gameplay, it is definitely worth it. Yeah. Did you play Asylum, or maybe jump ahead to Night? Uh-oh. Okay, good.
World is doomed. Cities like Gotham.
Yeah, this might be my favorite game of all time. I'm a big Batman fan, so like it checks a lot of bat boxes. Yeah, I mean, if you loved Asylum, I would definitely recommend playing through this game. Yeah, I hate that the story was ruined for you. I actually accidentally ruined the finale for myself. Yeah, it's something that I've talked about on this stream before. Origins to me feels like long DLC for Arkham City. Like it just doesn't quite add enough new stuff for me to feel like a standalone game. I do like it. We're gonna play it on this stream as we because if I'm getting to 100% in the Arkhamverse, it's canon.
These must be the famous mechanical guardians of Wonder City.
Yeah,
It looks like their inner workings were very advanced. I'm detecting
there
a
are
kind of
segments
memory
that
tape they
like I
used,
really
almost
enjoy the
a primitive
Batmobile.
video. Perhaps I can scan
But because
and
it's
analyze
the new gimmick and it's what people were asking for, for my taste, it's a little overutilized. And that's me being very kind. Yeah.
The data is
honestly, so I'm trying to get 100% in the Arkham series and all of them, and the driving segments, like the driving challenges for the Riddler maps. That's the thing that I am most worried about, because I don't like driving games. That's not why I play a Batman game. I would recommend it though. Arkham Knight, from a story standpoint, does some really cool stuff. Oops. And like it takes some of the combat and the Predator things, and it just builds upon it. The tagline was "Become the Batman," and you really do. Like, it's a little padded because of the Batmobile, the way that it's less linear than some of the other Arkham games can be a little frustrating, because sometimes it just feels like you're checking boxes, but I really like it. I'm excited to play it on stream. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that, like, we get the mention of Blackgate. I mean, there's mention of Blackgate in in Asylum. You said that. The Batmobile, I mean, it pops up a lot. What's nice for, like, the main story, oops, where am I going? For the main story, what I'd recommend, especially if you don't like driving, is upgrade your mobility for, like, the grapnel boost, and then just fly everywhere, because you can spend the whole game flying. The Riddler relies a lot on the Batmobile, which can be a pain in the butt. But, like, if you're not going to complete it, like if it's just to play the story, I'd say definitely. Because it will appear throughout, but to get the main component, you won't be able to get the true ending without I think you would say suffering through the Batmobile.
The assembled surveillance footage shows me where the assassin went. She must have been using a secret
Absolutely,
entrance.
you're right.
I need to find
Aaron,
it.
such a good point. I think I missed something. Nope, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind it as a prequel. Because I don't mind prequels in general.
Like a sword
but I totally get what you mean. On time. 10 minutes. Have fun getting groceries, goats. Be safe.
Protocol 10 will commence in
Thanks for being here today. It's always nice to have you on a stream. Yeah, of course. Anytime. Oh, and thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. Yeah, skip some of the Riddler stuff. A lot of the post-game stuff has to rely on the Batmobile. Don't worry about that. And then, yeah, like I said, just upgrade your glide abilities first.
Bruce, you can hear me, can't you? You need to step into the
And
light.
the Batmobile combat stuff.
We missed you so much.
Because you will have those challenges throughout. If you upgrade those, it just makes it easier to use. So that might be a way to rely on that. I look forward to hearing what you think.
It's like they're in free fall. You need to find whatever you're looking for now.
Yeah. Yep.
How long have I got?
Thank God. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. At this rate...
Yeah, they tried really hard to
Seriously, Bruce, you need to tell me what you want me to do.
keep it secret.
What do I get Robin to do? You know, if you don't...
Didn't work. It was kind of like with Dark Knight Rises. Spoiler alert, but very appropriate for this moment. It was just like, who else could it be? It had some cool stuff to the mythology that I appreciate. It'll be fun to see if they integrate that into Gotham
There are no
Knights.
friends to save you down here. Stop.
Which when that comes out, if it's playable on the Xbox One and not just, what is it, the X series, whatever it is.
How did you find us?
Cool, I
recognize
appreciate
your
that. I
personal
hope you
guard.
like it.
It was just
And
a
like,
matter
if you get to,
following
if you get to a point with it, like I said, just try to,
Please, mistress, he
just
tricked
do
me.
the main
Leave.
story.
I will deal with you later.
Skip Firefly,
You didn't need to get yourself arrested to see me, Bruce.
Riddler.
After that night we spent in Metropolis. You could have just called.
I'm not here for you. Where's
Yeah, there's a
Ra's?
lot of side
If
stuff
he's
that
dead again,
utilizes it,
I
but
need you to wake him up.
Only a true successor may stand before the great
and then if you get bored, in a couple
My
months,
father
I'll be
always
playing through Arkham Knight to 100%. So,
command his army. Just
if you want to see the story without the, the Batmobile, I'll be here. All right.
Your face. What happened?
I'm here to take my place at your side.
You wish to become an assassin. Why should I trust this change of heart?
You saw my face. Does it look like I have a choice?
Are you prepared to take the demon trials? You must show you are willing to take a life to save the world.
Yeah.
Then let the
I do like
trials
Origins.
commence.
I haven't played through it nearly as much as City or
Thousands of warriors
Asylum,
have
but I
fallen
do
in
like it.
pursuit of the demon.
Um,
Would-be successors
I think
have
part of
proven to
it
be
is that there
nothing more
wasn't
than
enough
children
distance
battling with the
between
enormity of
City and Asylum.
I've seen
Like,
worse.
Nothing
I
can
think
prepare
they
you for what
felt,
comes next. Destiny will decide
and the
your
feel of
fate.
it. For me, it's the fact that like
won't fail.
I have heard
a
these
lot of
words
the
100
narrative
times.
beats
Let us hope you are
parallel City in Origins, so it just doesn't necessarily
Your
feel
journey
like its
begins through
own
this
game.
door.
But especially now that I've had some years away from it and coming back to it, it's like, no, it adds some cool stuff to this. And it's got one of the best boss fights in the entire series, which is the Deathstroke.
You will be on your own.
Yeah, they tried some creative stuff, and I'm really looking forward to the DLC for that one. I've never played through the Freeze DLC or the challenge maps. So as part of the 100%, we'll be doing that. Yeah, I do think it gets a bad rap because it was... Who did that?
Welcome.
Was it Rocksteady Toronto?
I am the great
Is that right? Or Canada?
Before you lies your first demon
Um,
trial. Simply drink from the chalice. It is
Yeah,
that
but it
simple.
doesn't deserve the hate that it gets.
Good.
Arkham
Feel
Origins
the blood of the
Blackgate
demon course through
was
your
not a
veins.
good game necessarily.
Restore your health
I mean,
and twist
it was fine. I am sad that we won't get to stream it.
Your next task is simple. Follow me through this
'Cause
world,
it's
and
weird.
the trial is complete. Touch anything along the way, and you will die.
Wait, going to the plot of City, what was the point in Hugo threatening Bruce? Wait, that Batman knows, or we personally know? Going to the
These
plot.
tests
Let's see,
prove
what
that
was
you are
the...
strong enough to lead my forces, to save this world from the evil that is destroying it.
Oh. I haven't thought about that. I will say it is going back and playing this and having that threat at the very beginning, living in
the one I have searched for, detective.
I mean,
the one to succeed me.
No spoilers, but oh yeah, I always assumed it. One, because Hugo Strange knowing Bruce's identity is such a quintessential Hugo Strange attribute. Like, that's one of his defining characteristics.
For 600 years.
So I thought of it, integrating that. It helped give, to me, it helped give deeper connection between Ra's and Bruce. It helped explain some things, I guess. But yeah, I'm not sure. I also, what I was going to say before, it's also interesting and a little strange to be playing
your body is becoming
a game where revealing your identity becomes
will only keep you alive
a major plot point in a world post-MCU where pretty much every hero's identity is known. Even spoiler alert for Spider-Man Far From Home. Even someone like Spider-Man who attempts to keep his identity hidden. Yeah, but I hadn't considered that point in a very long time. I just kind of accepted it. So, what a good question. Oh, crap. I miss having my counter. That would be super nice. Yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
Time to face me in person. Complete this final challenge, and the blood of the demon will give you the gift of eternal life.
I don't know. Do you think that maybe it was kind of a red herring to keep Batman off the trail? I mean, yeah, the idea was to kill Batman through Protocol 10.
You have done well, now,
but could it be that it was like
collect your reward?
Yeah, in the same way that like Riddler is just a distraction, that it was a distraction from his true motivation. I don't know. That's a really good question.
You sound surprised.
And the more you explained it, the more I appreciate it.
Of course not. I always had faith.
Where's Ra's? I need to see him now.
Yeah, again, I haven't considered it in a very long time. I just
door.
kind of accepted it.
I pray the spirits will be kind.
I like that, Aaron. All right. I'm going to try not to lose this fight. I don't think I will.
Rachel.
This is another, like, it's not the best fight in the world, but it's at least unique, again, compared to Asylum.
For your final challenge. Kill me.
Coming in just over 3 hours, that's pretty great.
It is your destiny. I will never kill. Not even you.
What? You lied to me.
I needed a sample of your
We'll get through
father's
this
blood.
fight.
This was the only
Then
way.
I gotta prep for class.
Allow me to help you. Use my sword. Take it all. No. And that
is your final answer?
So much about this game. If you like superhero stories and whatnot, playing through this game multiple times is worth it. Yeah.
Now, only one of us
Yep.
can leave this chamber alive.
We'll see about that.
I wish they had found a way to just let this game kind of end that. Like, let that be okay. 'Cause I agree, it just... I'm not going to say that had they let Paul Dini write Arkham Knight, that it necessarily would have been better. But the tonal shift between this game and Knight is pretty drastic. And like the way that they tell the story, and part of that is the sandbox nature of Gotham.
You should have killed me when
in
you
Arkham
had the
Knight.
chance.
But I don't think you can fully blame it on that, because that's something that like game developers are going to have to overcome. Is how to create cohesive narrative structure within the gameplay mechanics of an open world. Because I don't think open world games are going anywhere.
You cannot defeat us.
So you get an achievement for defeating this boss called We Are Legion.
Witness
I didn't
the true power
know why they had.
of my Lazarus pit.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's another. I don't think they considered the next step when they ended this game. Come on, David.
Our numbers are
What am I doing? There we go. It was worth taking the damage. Yeah, the boss fights, because I would like to try a speedrunner of this game. Because if I'm gonna speedrun any game, it'll be this one. But it is the boss battles that I have to learn a little better. That's not too bad. Yeah. Yep. It really felt like when they finished this game, it was like, no, that can be the end of this story. There were Easter eggs within this game that seemed like they were setting up another
Only we can do this.
Another sequel.
My father is old. His time is over. Ours is just beginning.
But yeah,
Take his
I don't
blade,
think there was the
kill
long-term goal
Accept
from
your
Asylum through Night.
Accept our
And,
destiny.
you know, it shows at times.
You know I can't do that, Talia.
Then, beloved,
A character like
you will
Hush.
have to die.
Hush in this game feels so cool and like, you know, it's Batman being the world's greatest detective. And then in the next game, it's just like, oh, okay, well, I guess that ties up that loose end. You technically did that. But again, that's being picky, because I love this game. As long as I can beat this boss.
You cannot beat us.
If I can't beat it, then I hate it. I hate this game, man. Get it.
You cannot beat us.
Okay.
We are Legion.
Oh. They should have trusted themselves I remember playing the Harley's Revenge DLC for the first time, and I just got so mad almost right away. It was just like, then what was the point? You set up this amazing idea. Yeah, that is something that was very upsetting. Yep. Yeah, that's a great. Or you have the positive test, then you have the negative tests from the DLC, and that becomes a motivator for the next game. But it feels like that didn't go anywhere. And that is such a visceral, monumental thing for a character to go through. How can you ignore it? But I love that idea. Set further in the future. All things considered, this one went well.
What are you doing?
Just feels like a missed opportunity.
Listen to me, detective, and listen well. You will kill me. You will lead the League of Assassins, because if you do not join us, I will kill the only person you have ever loved.
This wasn't part of the plan.
All right.
Detective. You should have killed me.
Oh.
Yes, he should have. What kind of a
Oh,
man
absolutely.
sacrifices his own daughter? And you lied to me.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I thought you were ready to join our
Oh,
crusade.
that's such a good detail.
Don't. You two deserve each other.
You're looking old, Raish. What's really going on here?
I have used the Lazarus Pit too many times. I've lived 600 years. My mind and body
I don't
cannot
want to prep
take
for class.
much more.
I want to keep talking Batman.
Each time I enter the pit,
But I'll be back.
come out.
I think I'm gonna
The
finish the game
Lazarus
plus
Pit has corrupted
Friday.
your mind. Think about
I have to double check my schedule.
If your pit falls
I start
into the
rehearsals
wrong
for
hands,
an
you'll be
online
powerless
play
to stop
tomorrow
centuries
night.
of destruction. This is
So
your
it'll
chance
somewhat
for
be dependent upon that.
Call off your crusade. Or
You're doing a great job. I'm thoroughly impressed. Because these games are so good, spoiler free. Like, some of these twists are just beautifully
Sorry to
set up.
disappoint you.
And
Did you find Raish? Hold on. Your suit's readings are back to normal. Are you cured? What's going on?
Raish and his forces are based
Yeah, so I'm
underneath
just-
Arkham City, extracting
I want to
some
get
kind
through
of
this
naturally
dialogue.
occurring
We'll get out
chemical
of
he's called Lazarus.
Wonder City.
He's been using it for centuries, slowly perfecting the process until he was even able to bring himself back from the dead.
Getting back
And you took some?
after
forced
this
me to.
dialogue, then we will we'll
Small
quit. We'll check our
doses
percentages
heal most
because I
ailments,
like
but even the small
checking
amount I
boxes.
ingested had a few nasty side
Um,
effects. Prolonged
Yeah, I
exposure
will.
has driven
My
Raish
hope
over
is
the
to
edge.
stream again Wednesday. I don't think I can stream the evening. I think it's going to be a daytime stream.
tried to convince me to use
I think
this
we're going to
bit,
do
but the risks are
Skyrim
too great.
because I haven't gotten
When
to
I'm done
play
here, I'll need
Skyrim
to
in a
investigate this
while.
Lazarus technology further. I told Raish to shut
We
his
got to
pit
check
down.
on Lydia.
And you think he will?
Unlikely. Raish
Miss
is
my
addicted to the pit.
friend.
I've given him one
Um,
chance to break that addiction, or I'll be back to do it myself.
Yeah, and then Friday, assuming I remember my teaching schedule properly, I'll be back for yeah. No, you're again, like, those are some terrific catches.
Protocol 10 will commence in 2 hours.
There's a part of me that wants to, like, do an Easter egg walk around for each of the games. I just don't feel it's as interesting as I would like it to be. Oh, I go to the other side. All right. Ah, son of a gun. I think I can still escape. I just don't want to.
And now, so does yours.
Get over here. I found Batman.
What?
Just don't want to have to do it.
Find him
now. Because I need to finish up here, prep some class stuff, like I said. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Run this way. Shoot up there. There we go. And that should buy us space. Yeah, so I'll be back Friday because I want to finish up New Game Plus this week. We've gone through all of the Riddler's Revenge Bat-Moan challenge maps. I gotta see that save token. Once we finish New Game Plus, we'll go into Catwoman. And my thinking for the other, I know, I'm nervous, but I will not prejudge. So, yeah, like I said, I'll be finishing New Game Plus on, I think, Friday. I should be able to get through all of it.
You should run, Batman.
If I plan 2.5 to 3 hour stream, we're trucking right along, which is great. We'll do New Game Plus, and then my goal is to, like, I like to give Batman lectures. I have an idea for a Batman course at the college level. That would be pretty cool. So I was thinking about prepping a Catwoman lecture. You know, just history of Catwoman, some of the details about the character.
What are you gonna do, Bat?
Talk about some of the dates and whatnot as we do the challenge maps. Because the challenge maps can get a little repetitive. And I like the idea of a challenging lecture for myself, having to talk while fighting. So that'll start, assuming we get through New Game Plus this week. That'll start next week. After we finish Catwoman, we'll play Harley Quinn's Revenge. Then we'll do Robin, and then we'll end with Nightwing. Yeah! The fact that Bruce is in the trailer for Gotham Knights, but not voiced by Kevin Conroy. Again, Kevin Conroy doesn't have to always be Batman. He is my favorite Batman. Doesn't always have to be, but I do get nervous sometimes of, like, why didn't he? We're gonna go back to the main page, check out our percentages. We were at 87 when we started. We're up to 92. Yeah. The one that's gonna just always takes the longest is that acts of violence. Now, we will certainly get there. That will just spawn 100% when we're finished. which is nice. Yeah, we're almost 50% done on the main story, which we should be able to hopefully knock out most of on Friday, which will be great. Yeah, and then like I said, we'll be knocking out the rest of the Riddler's Revenge extra content, Harley Quinn's Revenge from there. So lots of fun stuff coming up on our road to 100% in Arkham City. And then once we get Arkham City, we'll head back to the prequel of Arkham Origins. But thank you to everybody for the wonderful conversations today. It was so nice to have some fun new people in the chat. It was great to talk to some of our old favorites as well. And yeah, thanks for joining me for Bat-Moan Day. Credit to Andrew Half for that. And as always, I am David Moan. You are wonderful, and I hope you have a great day.